All right, we're here at Willie Farms today. We're finally getting to fill the raised beds. Me and my granddaughter, my grandson, and my son, we're all filling it. And what we did first is put a layer of leaves in there, as much as we could put. It packed it down. Then we put some sticks and twigs and dead wood, and then finished filling it up with the bags of compost and topsoil.
First time.
Yep. And I spoke to a gentleman before that he'd been doing this for several years. He used the very mix that I was using, and he put the leaves and the sticks and things to kind of fill the bottom layer up. It's organic material, it's going to break down, and then put this fill on top, and that saved you money. I would have to put about 28 bags, 20 to 28 bags of this stuff in there, and now I'm just having to put 15, so that saves on the cost. Now the reason I want raised beds, well, there's several. One is because sometimes this area has a very wet spring, and a raised bed would allow me to get out there and work in the raised beds even shortly after a rain, because the water will drain out. Now that is also a problem because the raised beds will need watering more often than the regular garden will, in the in-ground garden. So you'll have to keep that in mind, keep it watered.
Okay. You know what? I wasn't recording.
Yeah,
I just thought I was.
The second reason is I have very heavy clay soil in our area, and I am working to amend that. But this is a shortcut to do this in a raised bed where I can fill it with some good soil. Even if it's the cheaper material, it's organic material, it is going to be a loose fill, it's going to be good for the roots, and I can add organic fertilizer, compost, and different things to this mix. Come on, jump in here. All right, there you go. Now we're just mashing the leaves down. Yeah, mash them down. And I believe this is going to work out very well. Because in the early spring, when you want to get the cool weather crops out, the onions, the broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, lettuce, things like that, you can't wait on the rain. And I just wanted to be able to get those crops out as early as I could when I needed to. Now, I've bought more expensive bags of compost and topsoil before, and to be honest, it did not look any better than the cheaper did. And even at the cheaper price, it still is taking 15 bags of mix to put into these. I put half compost, half topsoil. Both of them are organic materials. And it's costing somewhere around $3.60 a bag average to fill these. So you're looking at, $45 to fill each one. If I went with the more expensive, I was looking at over $100 to fill each one of those raised beds, and that just was not in my budget. So I opted for the cheaper one, and I think it's going to work out fine. I did use this cheaper mix in my seed starting mix. I was happy with the way it looked, was happy with the way it performed, and so I decided to use that in my raised beds. The first thing I'm going to be planting is I'm going to be planting some onions very soon. I'm going to be shortly following that with the broccoli and cauliflower. I have got some... Go.
Whoa, thanks, Papa.
All right, get you a little more.
All right, you're ready.
Other items in the actual garden right now,
Come
but
on,
the
buddy.
raised beds will allow me to start these earlier. One other thing I did with the raised beds is I went and bought a box
Come on,
of
buddy.
regular worms, and I put a box of worms in each of these beds.
Everybody together now. 3, 2, 1.
Now my grandchildren are out here helping. It's a sunny day. My son is here helping. My wife Kathy is here helping. This was an extremely great day. I just love it when the family can work together. We can get out, get our hands dirty in the soil, getting ready for spring.
What's up, buddy?
It's just a very exciting time, and this was just a very enjoyable day.
Get it over here. Pull it up here. You ready to dump it? Dump it in there. That's right. Got it? All right. Okay. Oops. Compost. And we picked the cheapest compost and topsoil we could find, and that's what we're filling it with. 8 inches deep. Takes in about 15 bags after we put the leaves in there. So me and Amelia got to finish our work now. So bye-bye.
Bye, me, Daddy.
Remember, count your blessings every day, and I think you will find you are blessed well beyond measure. And this day I can tell you that I was truly blessed beyond measure. Have a good day.